going down to chisel plow this new piece of ground that we acquired. We're only farming it for this year. We're only farming it 1 year. And that's gonna be it. They're gonna do something. The people that own this property, they're gonna do something with it, and then after we're done with it this year. So I'm gonna go down and chisel plow that. You see, I got the chisel plow hooked up back there, the tractor, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I'm out here at this property. As you can see, there's a blown over house or farmhouse, whatever it is right here. So this kind of like little landscape right in here, it's like 5 acres. This little area right in here is what we're ripping up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. See about a little bit deeper than that. Let's try that. It's not a very big field. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit more. All right, let's try that. So what I'm looking at, right now is I'm trying to make sure it's level, because I adjusted a few things on it. It looks like the front is a little deeper than the rear. So, if I'm thinking about this right, I wanna, that's gonna pull it towards the tractor, that's gonna pull the back up. So I wanna turn it this way and push the rear end down some. Try that, see what that does. Yeah, that's much better. So I've been running this a little bit, and the rear end is a little bit too deep, so I'm gonna adjust this again. Wrong way. 1, 2. Try that. 2 turns. See what that does. These shovels need turn. this little swath here to do. I just wanted to kind of show you guys my progress. The field kind of tapers down over there on the other side, and it comes down around the bottom. It's a decent little field. It's nice in size. It's not too small. You know, we'll definitely get something off of it. We're planting this in oats, so we'll definitely get oats off of it. And then after we plant it in oats, you know, they live right up there, so this is all their property, and they want to do something with it. I guess they're gonna plant something in it. I think they just wanted somebody to till it up and get it back to where it was healthy again, and be able to farm it. So it works out for us because it gives us a nice little field to get some oats off of. Probably sell that crop because we still got the bin that we filled last summer. We still have it, and it's still 3/4 of the way full. We barely made a dent in it. All right, so I'm gonna finish this. This wheel is still moving. It's irritating, you can kind of tell, but I guess we'll probably ought to get off and check it. As long as it's not moving any more than what I want it to. You can tell back here, right in here, you can see where it used to be, like right up in there. So like right in there, it's moved probably about 1.5 inches. So what I did for the other side is I got the guy that works on equipment over near our farm. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's the chalk over here, like on this end, you'll see that there's an edge right here that pushes against this hub. And I got him to weld a plate on top of this piece and build it up so it actually tightens to the axle, so it stays tight, because them hubs are probably wore out, so they work loose over time. So I'm gonna finish this and try and get this damn tractor back to the farm before the axle falls off, or not the axle, the wheel falls off. I'd rather that not happen. So I'm gonna finish and then get her home. So today we are planting oats. I have some fire hall stuff to do here this morning for a little bit. I'm going to pass the camera off to Trenton for a little bit. He's going to film while I am out there doing some of that stuff. So that being said, after I get done out there, I'm going to film a little bit more, and we'll go from there. I disked this twice this morning, and Pap is planting it now.
along with some grass seed. We're doing this for some neighbors. They don't have no equipment, but they want to turn this into pasture, and was a whole bunch of weeds. And we don't spray. I mean, we do when we can get people to spray for us. We're learning about it. I'd like to buy a sprayer, but yeah, we're planting this. We might farm it for a couple years. We'll see, depending on how the customers feel about it. But they bought the seed and we supplied the oats, and they bought the grass seed and stuff. But it's a nice little chunk of land. My pap used to actually farm this, oh my, what, probably 30, 40 years ago maybe. Actually, there's some more fields over there on the other side of the woods. You could see he farmed them with his dad. But I thought this was pretty cool, so he said, let's just go plant that stuff this afternoon. So after he got back from his dentist appointment, so yeah, it turned out really nice. Now we just need the rain once we get all the seed in, and it'll be good to go.
So we got this little piece that I chiseled up in the one of the last videos. We got it chiseled up, planted, it's good to go. I already disced it up a couple times, so it's good. Over there, over yonder, you see there's a little red dot over there. Trenton's tractor's sitting over there. He chopped that up over there, and the dogs are barking at cousin going in the drive. But anyway, so that piece got chopped up. We're probably going to plant it in oats and wait till it greens up and either wet bale it or dry bale it. Pap said he'd done that before and it worked. So but anyway, I want to go to school and show you guys what's planted over there. That's all planted in oats. There ain't gonna be no corn over there. Try and get that worked back into hay ground and get some corn planted here. And see if he spread all this fertilizer. I believe he did it in the morning. Oh, I still got some left in there. That's good. Then that means we have some to spread on some other things. Probably spread that on some hay ground and whatnot. Oh, I know that I'm not too keen on on your fertilizer mixes. I don't want to say that this is similar to like triple 19 or anything like that. I know there's urea in this, and a few other things, nitrogen, and I think urea is right. That might be wrong. I know there's definitely nitrogen in a lot of this stuff. There's a bunch of other things in this fertilizer that helps your hay ground and whatever you're planting. So it's just a little buggy. It's pretty cool actually. And I mean, when it's full, you put 2 ton in this, you can definitely tell behind the cab tractor. But this tractor's still 80 horsepower, so it does cart this around. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. I'll show you guys this little piece over here. After it's been chisel plowed and worked, it actually should turn out really good because the disc was hooked up to the hire. So the hire was hooked up behind the disc. Over here, be able to see. What's really cool about this disc is it does have a attachment point in the back to hook up the hire to the disc. So you can see it did turn out really good. There wasn't corn stalks on this. If you think about it, you have an area where there's corn stalks and stuff like that. This is going to plug up pretty quick. But with the disc chopping up in front of it, it doesn't get plugged up real quick. And it also helps that we did bale the corn fodder off of this field last year, and that video is on the channel, so you can watch that, check that out. But this setup is actually very efficient, and with a big tractor like this you can do this. I mean, you could probably pull this setup with our cab tractor, but it would work it and it wouldn't be so comfortable. But with the 10s, it's very comfortable and it works really well. So this is going to get planted in oats just like everything else. There's a big rock over here. That's going to be a problem with the planter anyway. Got up. So it's gonna turn out real nice. Make a nice yield for this year, hopefully. I wanted to show you guys that, to give you guys some ideas. If you guys haven't tried any of that or want to try something new, there's something you can try. Second one of the 3 fields, and that actually turned out real well. I'm gonna get out of the truck here and excuse the beeping, but you can see you got your line of oats right here. Birds will carry them off. The planter puts them decent in the ground. It's an International 5100, so you know it's an old machine, so it does okay. But we got like a steep heap right here, or like hoops up and goes down. But yeah, turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with that. I don't really need to walk down there and show you guys. You guys know what's going on. But I'm happy that all this is done, because now this is out of the way and now we can start planting corn, or getting close to planting corn. We got a few other odd and end things that need to be done on the farm until that point when we can plant corn. We got a field we need to plow so that we can plant corn in it. It needs moldboard plowed because it hasn't been plowed in years, and it probably hasn't been plowed for as long as I've been alive. And that's a long time. Alright guys, so got the dogs with me. Anyway, so I just got word that this is the same ground. We farmed this ground last year, but this is the last year we're gonna get to farm all this. But this field that you see right here in the camera, we are gonna make that in hay. And then there's a field over here on the other side of me, on the other side of the truck. We're gonna make that in hay too. We'll go back through here. I'll show you all the hay fields that we're gonna make in this field, or up here in this, on this ground, because we plowed that piece there and they replanted it in a food plot. But we plowed this over here, this in front of us. We made that into, well, we planted that for them. They wanted to make wheat off of it, which wheat is a winter crop, same with barley. So they're gonna make that, combine that this year. So I'm gonna show you the other hay field that we have over here that we're gonna make. And it's this one right up here. So we're gonna make this in hay. And we'll split back through here on the other side of this wheat field. And we will, I'll show you what other hay fields we're gonna make. This is nice ground up in here, but it sucks that we won't be able to farm it for years to come. I guess they have some friends that also farm that are in their family, friends, or it's their family or whatever, and they want to farm it, and it's whatever, it's fine. But we'll go up through here. Oh, that was a bump. So this is another hay field that we're gonna make this year, and we get a lot of decent hay off of it. Honestly, this whole ground, all this ground should be reworked, and that was a bump. But Pap spread fertilizer, you can see his tracks right there on all this. And they sprayed it with 2,4-D to get rid of all the weeds so that we can get a little bit better hay yield off of it. I think they made that into a food plot right there too, so we probably won't be making that. But you know, as you can see the tracks that go. There's a little bit of track right there and down through there. So all that is hay. Go over here. This is a strip of food plot that I think they planted or something. It looks like it was tilled up. I might be wrong. Could be hay ground. This little strip back here is hay. So we're gonna have a lot of hay to make this year. That's good, because we need it. So having 30 to 40 head of cows, we feed it. I think that's essentially it. I had to think and make sure that covered everything I wanted to cover in this video. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I didn't get a lot of content in this one, but you know, filmed when I could, so that was the main thing. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, really helps out the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.